Well, Chaucer, you might understand, is a Canterbury expression, and effectively that's where the business started. Originally, we were evolved to create a heavy crouton to go into what was a brand new product called cuppa soup back in the 70s. And that's basically where the business started. And then eventually we got into supplying the vegetables, which happened to be freeze-dried, and that's where we've evolved into being a major supplier of freeze-dried products around the world. Freeze-drying effectively was a technique developed by NASA, and it's based on the physical technique called sublimation. It's how clouds and rain form in the atmosphere to do with pressure and temperature changes. So effectively, this process involves taking product that's been frozen, you put it in a vacuum chamber, and you slowly increase the temperature in the vacuum chamber, and at the same time you drop the pressure in the chamber. And at a certain sweet spot, instead of going back from frozen liquid to liquid, it goes straight to gas. You vent the gas away, you've got a perfectly dry product that hasn't been adulterated and still has the majority of its antioxidants, fibre, vitamins, etc., etc. So it tastes like the original article and it still has the colour and the characteristics of the original fruit or veg that went into the process. We see this as a massive growth opportunity throughout the world. We as Chaucer are well placed. We've got manufacturing and innovation centres in China, America and in France for Europe. And effectively, freeze-dried ingredients go into lots of things that you and I would consume on a day-to-day basis. The obvious one being instant coffee is freeze-dried. But a lot of the cereals now, which have fruit in there, that will be freeze-dried products. So there's some classic areas where there's been lots of innovation over the last 10, 15 years. And we've been obviously part and parcel of that development. People like Starbucks use freeze-dried product in some of their cold coffee, frappe products. Lindt Chocolate use freeze-dried ingredients in their chocolate pieces. So again, there's some good examples where freeze-dried ingredients have been added to other people's products. What we're trying to do with my particular part of the business is develop our own snacks, because that is the real growth opportunity for the future. My part of the business is called the Premium Snack Company, and we've developed a range of freeze-dried, ready-to-eat snacks. So this is really to tap into the big growth trends of people wanting to eat on the go, convenience, people looking for one of their 5 a day, and wanting a healthier snack with as few, if possible, no additives or nasties in it. And the great thing about this product is it delivers on all those counts. It's free from, it's top 14 allergen free, and it has the added bonus of being one of your 5 a day in each bag, because they all start out as 80 grams, one of your 5 a day portions, and all we do is take the moisture away. And the majority of all the antioxidants, the fibre and the vitamins are still in the product that you consume. And as you eat it, guess what you do? You add the moisture back, and that turns it back, and you feel full as a consequence of eating the packet, because it bulks back up in your tummy. So when we started the project about 2 or 3 years ago, it was evolved from our experience in the United States, where it's very much about convenience and healthy snacking. What we've found in the UK market, certainly over the last 2 years, is there's been a phenomenal growth and interest in gluten-free, allergen-free. So we've got this sort of double benefit that we're servicing a convenient, healthy market, but we're also tapping into celiacs and other people that are looking for specific dietary requirements. This has a great potential, we believe, not only as ingredients to go into other people's products, like cereals, for example, but also in the snack category, where consumers are looking for something that is convenient and healthy and light to carry around with. And we see this working in lots of different places within a typical supermarket. It can go in the free-from section, it can go into food to go, it can go into home baking if that's what you want to use it for. And in America, believe it or not, this sits in the fresh produce section. So there's lots and lots of opportunities to exploit freeze-dried snacks. So buyers are a challenging opportunity for me, because they don't necessarily get the freeze-dried category, because it doesn't really exist. And in these times where retailers are having to restrict the amount of brands typically on their shelves and within their categories and so on, this is quite a challenge to get the buyer to buy into this concept. But even now, I've got 4 or 5 of the major retailers that are starting to explore and exploit this area. So it's just on the cusp, And I think, you know, as I say, after popcorn that's had its day over the last few years, I think freeze dry is the next category to come along.